Good evening and welcome everybody, this is Obi-Wan PS4 and Simplex Pachinko. We're on really late comparatively, but you know what, it's fine. Gonna do some Lorelei and the Laser Eyes tonight. Trying to remember exactly where we left off. I was looking over my copious amounts of notes. Trying to remember what it was that we had picked up at this point months ago, which makes it really quite difficult. Yeah, also difficult when the controller's not plugged in. But that's pretty typical for around here, if you've ever been to this channel before. Okay, found it. And that. Yep, okay, good. Alright. So looking over everything, right? We've got there is an easel in the courtyard, which the lady from the 1700s was painting the original, like it's a diamond pattern with a dot in the center with different triangles around it, which I have a feeling represents, gee, I wonder, it's something. But maybe the people, the statues in the courtyard, or could represent any number of the other four things around here, but most likely. Let's see. We have Lorenzo the Magician, Lorelei the Modern Woman, Renzo the Suited Man, and Renate the Old Woman. Now I think Renata should also be the youngish lady that we saw in the courtyard, but right, it has been forever. The statues are the Magician, the Dreamer, the Artist, and the Creator. The Creator should be Renzo, the Suited Man. The Artist should be the Old Woman, Renata. The Dreamer should be Lorelei, the Modern Woman, and Magician. Lorenzo the Great's calling card has the same four triangles, but in a different order. So that's something we need to look at. I also need to figure out which ones of these things have been used and therefore probably won't be needed again. Nope. We also have $8, and we need to find multiple more monies in order to try and figure out, or try and get more cards from the magic show, because there's also cards that we can get from the magic show, which will help us see more of our past, I guess, or the family's past. We also have the puzzles, the wooden puzzles, which we apparently have no idea what any of them are for. Nor how to solve literally any of them. So figuring that out is going to also be kind of a priority, although as I said, I don't know if we can actually figure it out at this point. Okay, we also have our documentation, which told us that from 1953 that was the Düsseldorf Post. 1960 was Technique and Photographie, issue 8. 1962 July. Nope, 1962 issue 4 of Cinema Ocho, an Animal Terrible review, and then 1962 in June we had Journal du Sud Monte Carlo Gambling, which was where Lorenzo was like betting all of his money that he earned off of previous films to try to fund the next one. 1963 January, De Nordest Journal had like Death at the Hotel. Yeah, Renato was 1847-ish. I think that's the year of death. We also called everybody at all of the year's room numbers and had conversations with them. Not all particularly helpful. 1982 Central European Times, Third Eye Movement. 2014 issue 2 Art Filter, and 2022 issue 3 Connected Internet Mystery of the UCU3, which is the OCU3, which is the computer that's stuck in the basement, which I believe Lorelei was instrumental in constructing, doing something with. Okay, now there are no particular reflections or images which would help us try to figure out what that door means we already did this stuff. Okay, 1938. We already ordered a console. We already got it put in. We already got most of the games up and running in dev mode. And then we pulled several of their found out that their games got us secret codes when we put them in dev mode and do the thing, whatever it is, that's going to cause them to bug out. Okay. So we're probably just going to have to walk around the entire house, remind ourselves where everything is, and see if we're going to get attacked by the maze-faced guys again. I think we've actually technically completed all of them, but who knows. Let's see, diorama, right. A3. Z2. M4. Pretty sure I have all these. Pretty sure we definitely used them. One, two, three, four is EZAM. Yep. Right, backwards, it's maze. Cool, cool, cool. Very secure, by the way. Excellent password. Right, in the red maze. Oop. Hell, oh, I had the space bar. Alright, we already did that. Three. We don't have a 3 key. We do, however, have an E key, which, if you look at it backwards, is a 3. So apparently it's not that one. Mm. Right, call button. We just hit it a bunch. $18.47 might as well, I guess. Huh? Almost looked like she sparked again, like there were going to be guys coming after us. Yet again. Okay. So if we go in the maze, we got this. This is the center gate, which we should have 2 of them now. Because we got a second 2C5. Oh, no. Right. That's not what this is. Yeah. Okay, so... Get a bug report. We need to read the bug reports. Okay. Mental notes. No. Current possessions. No. Photographic memory. There we go. So... Third eye... Owl girl, right? Yeah. Run into the labyrinth. Cool. Labyrinth prolongs the path. Well, amazes for getting lost. Faceless valet points at a red curtain. Lorenzo and Renata look at each other, then step through it. Rows and rows of seats. It's much too large to be inside the manor. Lorenzo stares in disbelief at the giant theater. Right. We've literally been there. Okay. Maze man puts his hands over Lorenzo's eyes. Alright. Lorenzo slowly walking off stage, footsteps echoing through the empty theater. Walks toward Lorenzo. Okay. Sees the owl girl. Where is she? Girl flaps her arms and hoots. Enough games. She disappears down a corner. Lorenzo stomps after. Owl girl waits for him at the end of the next corridor. Suddenly, a black Labrador runs up. Tag says of Rudy, yeah, lies down and plays dead on the rug. As he does, Rudy changes from black to white. Finally, the dog cramps, then contorts into a cat. Payphone rings. Okay, why are you answering the phone? There's no phones in 1847. not artists, we're not even art when it comes down to it. We're all just paint. Are you happy with this news magician? As he would say, why is this so hard for you? What do you think of these things? This is unimportant. These are symbolic values, mirror images. None of this matters. Signorina, had you read my manifesto, you would have known it was never meant for viewing. Every maze has a solution. You really understand nothing at all. But if you understood, you never would have played your part. Time for entertainment. This is her last performance. Renata slowly turns around. Her face is hidden by shadows. Lorenzo takes a step forward. Her eyes are empty craters. Red paint run down her cheeks. Hold me, please, hold me. Arms flailing, searching for him like tentacles, paint dripping everywhere she goes. Lorenzo's eyes widen with fear as she comes closer. Her touch disgusts him. Suddenly, Renata increases her pace. She touches his face. Lorenzo instinctively pushes Renata full force. Smiling, she falls through a large window. Ronan crashes through it and down to the ground below. Lorenzo stares at the window in shock. He steps toward the window. Rain patters against his face. On the gravel path below lies a mangled corpse. Good times. Alright, so now what do we want to... Yeah. Game tester's note. Yeah, that's how to get into... That's how to get into the game. Or into dev mode. Documents. Bug report. There we go. So bug report 2. So we have P. Interacting with the magician repeatedly will corrupt dialogue text. Repeatedly triggering corrupt dialogue will eventually make the magician turn into a player character. When interacting, software crashes. We got 2C5. C. Standing closely behind the pointing woman while facing the opposite direction she points will trigger a corrupt animation for the pointing woman when pressing the button. The wall to which the woman was pointing will corrupt and lose collision, leading to a corrupt path. Walking down the corrupt path will result in a software crash. ODD. Omega. Walking through door 1, then door 9, then door 6, then door 3. It will trigger a corrupt cutscene. This is followed by a software crash. C. Walking backwards through the passage close to the woman immediately after interacting with her will result in a software crash. Okay. Fee. False shelf behind magician does not have any assigned collision. So result in the player character being able to reach an out-of-bounds space. Walking through passage 2014 will cause software crash. Sigma. Interacting with the man with a gun and leaving the software on dialogue screen for about 30 seconds will result in unexpected dialogue strings. When returning from the dialogue screen, the player character animation is broken. Trying to leave the room will result in a software crash. Okay, so I have not been into Game 3. And I do not have the bug report for Game 1. But I have Game 1. I don't have Game 3. Right, we need Phi. And we need Gamma. Okay, we don't need Omega. We don't need Xi. We need P. 2C5. We need Phi. As much fun as these other ones are. The thought of trying them anyway. Don't need them. Like, I don't think there's anything here at all. But it's just like there's nothing left in the maze, I'm pretty sure. I've been through just about everything. I'm just waiting for some other maze jerk to show up. Although, I think we have actually and literally completed all of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. That's also interesting. Though I suppose not very. Alright, he's been dead forever, basically. Which is also not surprising, given that... No, okay. For a second I thought he was holding keys that I missed. That would have been too easy. Alright. Already did all that. Got the 2 magic words. Come up here. This is this again. Right? This is number 3. Need the map. Can't get into that shortcut. That's the stuff from upstairs. That is room number 3. And if we could just find key 3, we'd be good there. So that's 1. That's the game console. Or literally for number 3. Oh, great. Okay, so... The west of elevator is door 3. Where's the key? Not really any clue. I'm pretty sure I know approximately where it is, but it's locked or strung up by a rope or something like that that's inaccessible, so I can't get there. That's going to mean that the shortcut is locked by door 3. That is also the console number 3. And shortcut number. Also get that. No idea. Cool. So there is a shortcut that is blocked by that. Log report number 2. We've got who's that one? Magician Lorenzo. Lorenzo, right. Alright, we will get some espresso because we want to go fast. Not that it's particularly going to help us at all, other than just getting places faster. Okay, oop. Alright, time is the year, so 1847. We used 1847 as like the position on a clock to open that safe. Okay, next. Maps. Floor 2. Good lord. Alright. So everything on the right-hand side is locked by shortcuts. Second floor. Northeast corner. It's going to be locked by the library puzzle. Which, I get the feeling I should already know how to do this. And I'm just embarrassing myself standing here, not understanding it. The opposite side has the printer. Wait. Diamonds and spades? Oh, we have the spade key, but not the year key, I think. To get in here. Foyer, second floor. Maybe not. 1953. What the hell is this then? What's that door? Or what's that? What's the lock there doing? Okay, so let's go down and around and figure out what that... Oh, that was where the brick got through the window and it nearly gave me a heart attack. 1948, yeah. Right, west. 1948. Northwest was like 1960. Okay, so like that is the Diamond's door. Room 1973. (1973) doesn't seem to be blocking anything, so it must have keys or information. The spades door also doesn't appear to be blocking anything, so again, probably information. Printer for game number 1 has got to be here. Library office, second floor. Yeah. For south part, we've got balconies with a control for east wing, ladder or something. Okay, and then west wing must have some sort of way up. It has to, right? And then all of these have shortcuts. Okay. So 1948, 1960. Got the clubs, no. Got the spades key. We need the diamond key. Ugh. I think we need to figure out where the crucifix key goes. We probably need to figure out where any of these other keys go that are special ones, and then actually make a list and cross them off somewhere to make sure that I'm not, like, you know, desperately searching for something that's already open. It's like systematically, we're going through this stuff. Something not quite about either my taste or my coffee tonight. Probably my taste. This is the right eye. Skeleton room 1963. Stone-like object with unnatural cerise glow. Feels magnetic, yet numb and electrical. Gives off constant low-frequency noise, which causes it to vibrate slightly. Judging from the stone's strange characteristics, it's likely created from spectral information, making it an illusion object. Objects like these exist between realities and are particularly interesting if they are objects related to the human body parts. means that they are directly related to the human soul or dreams. Eye-related illusion objects usually come in pairs, and if sorted into sockets in parallel dimensions or dreams, they can reveal new and significant information to the owner. That's car key. Mental notes. Bring cards to the magic show. Call him about the skeleton. Okay, I gotta get downstairs. Right, we don't have any other keys. This is a shortcut. Team 40, 48. Look, just to make sure, okay? I know that none of this is actually going to work because this is not the right door for this. But so we need a literal 1948 key. Red window about to break. What a jerk. Okay, so 1960, same deal. Literally do not have it. Down here is the games console. Over here is the hole. Nope. Nope. Another shortcut. Alright, where am I thinking of going? Alright, back around the other side to the elevator, probably. Alright, the first floor. Northwest corner, dining hall. Back hallway. $1932. This is the celestial puzzle. Astrology. Reception office is connected to the West Wing. Mirror room. Alright, anyway. This can go upstairs. We can find our way around. The ladder's filling up. Probably need to go downstairs. Okay. Really? I've been walking by that for how many hours now? Alright, this is diamonds. No way to get in. Effing bookshelf. Spades. I have that key. Good times. Let's get that key down. Crank is missing. Oh look, I have a crank. This is number 1. Printer. Okay, so this should be Roman numeral with 8 letters. This actually should be very close by. So based on this, what are the years? What are all the years? I'm gonna have to recompile all the years that we have seen in all of the doors. Just rewrite them all. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, we have had 1932 MCM XXXII. What do you know? That's 8. Nope. 38. MCM XX VIII, so that's more than that. So 48 is going to be MCM XXXX. Nope. XL VIII. So that's still more than 8. Not much though. 1953 MCM LIII. That's 7. 1957 MCM L VII 7. 1960 MCM LX. It's only 5. 62 MCM LXII 7. 1973 MCM LXX III is 9. 1982 is MCM LXXX II, which is 9. Yeah. 1847 MD CCC XXXX. No, XL. Stop that. VII. Too many. It's only 10, but still. 1963 MCM LX III. There you go. MCM LX III. All right, printer number 1 it is. Let's go. Okay, so those are upside down. Hmm. 19. Gross. Right. 1960. Hang on. Wait a minute. Where'd that just go? I had the list. 1847. 2014. 1963. So those 3 dates just keep pervading everything. And I think those are death dates for those 3 individuals. Can't be entirely sure, but you know. But then, right, this is 347. Input case sensitive code to request bug report 1. So upside down, this would be that, that, also backwards? No, it's right side up. Alright. Jeez. It's been rotated, so yeah. So to me, it's going to look like capital E, lowercase h, capital L, print. Seems promising. We already know we only need gamma. Alright, there we go. Forest issue number 1. Trying to walk past the sign by the boulder in the direction the sign is pointing. Triggers unavailable animation. Sets the player character transform incorrectly. Repeatedly triggering this bug will eventually result in software crash. So, repeat. This is gamma. Walk past sign and boulder in pointed direction. Standing by the magician, repeatedly spinning around on the spot will send the magician's transform incorrectly. Trying to then interact with the magician will make the software crash. Suspending game when close to the lonely grave will result in software starting in a corrupt test area when resuming. Interacting with graves 1847 crashes the software. Okay. Alright, shortcut. Number 2. Shortcut number 2 should be 44. Oops. Uh-oh. I did the wrong one. Alright. Graphic memory. Book. Puzzles. Number 2. Was the least amount of turns needed to reach X. Right. Okay. So that was a problem. Let's see. Are we... Okay. I'm going to activate our 3 minutes here, and everybody can figure it out for me. Woo! Anyway, how many turns do we need to reach the X at minimum? So I will be back in 3. See you in a little bit. Alright, let's get back to this. So. So we could kind of do this like funky thing all the way over to the right, but that's terrible because you make a lot of turns immediately. So I think like the best way to do this is to essentially just fall straight down just to the left of start. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20, 21. 41. No, shoot. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Oh, that. See, that wasn't. That was number 1 on my list, not number 2 on my list. Hooray! Okay. Okay. Puzzle number 2. Least amount of turns required to reach the X. Okay. To get to here, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 36, 44. That is 44. Oh, you jerks. Alright. How can we snip out any other? No, going down there's terrible, though. Man. Okay. So it has to go here in order to get anywhere into the lower stuff. So it doesn't matter at all. 1, 2, 13, 14 is coming down. Okay, so actually, right, possible 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18 was coming down. Okay, so that puts me at 40 at the moment. 16 coming down. So that's actually only 2 fewer. Alright, so... Boo. $42. Should have guessed. Okay, so we... Okay, there's blood all over this shelf. 1847, I'm gonna guess. Yep. That's what I wanted in the first place. The one set of books that I wanted was not over on that side. Okay, so let's go back here. Check. Map. Okay. So let's go back up to Spade Room. Figure out what's in there. Spade Room. Case 630113 RN. Oh, cool. Autopsy. Boritsai. Hooray. Is this the guy who fell out the window? Nope. Oh. Subject has a substantial visible fracture in the os frontal, frontal bone. Fracture has caused severe injury to the frontal lobe. Injury is lethal, but in all likelihood the cause of death is cervical fractures in vertebrae C2, C3. So one is up in here, pretty close to where you have the little nub on the back of your neck, and then second vertebra, third vertebra are under there. I don't remember exactly how many we have. I think it's like 6. It has been a long time since I actually did any medical stuff, so... C7, yep. So C2 and C3. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So like C2 is just under that. And C3 is the one under. Which one's the one that sticks out? That might be T1, thoracic. Anyway. However, death is from circulatory shock due to the extraction of the bulbous oculi, or cannot be completely ruled out. How injury occurred. Extraction wounds in the orbita have been caused by a sharp non-surgical instrument Wounds inside the orbita are similar to those made from a pocket knife. I'm gonna guess from trying to fish out the eyeball. Wounds could be self-inflicted or by somebody else. Given the amount of glass found on and inside the subject, there cannot be any doubt the subject crashed through a window on the 3rd floor. It is unlikely but possible that the subject fell through the window due to the impact. Unlikely but possible the subject fell through the window due to the impact needed to crush the glass. Therefore, the subject most likely either jumped through the window or was pushed. Death by illness or accident is unlikely. Due to the evidence at hand, the subject either committed suicide or the victim was the victim of manslaughter, murder, involuntary manslaughter. Interrogation. Commissar Schmidt. When did this change in behavior start? He was eccentric when I arrived, and then his mental state took a turn for the worse after a phone call from the production company. Were you frightened by him? Not at first, no. But at some point, did you find him frightening? Yes, I did. In what way did he make you uncomfortable? Inaudible. Excuse me, Fraulein? He played with his revolver, and his thoughts were very dark. Evidence submission. Espresso cup. Revolver. Playing card. Glass shards. Letter. Red paint was found on items A, B, C, and D. Blood from the deceased was found on item D. Glass shards. Exact model or owner of item B, revolver, could not be identified. Presumed to be pre-war Italian model. A card fell out. Ace of diamonds. Great, so now we should be able to get the diamonds key. Investigation report. Polizeibeamte Andreas Coleman arrived at Hotel Letzes Jahre at 1:15 midnight. They are greeted by Redacted in the foyer. Redacted was in a state of shock and spoke about eyes. After being calm, Redacted showed the officer the on-site place of the incident. The deceased was found on the gravel path lying face down. The legs were facing the house. Deceased's right arm was folded beneath Redacted body, while left arm was stretched out. A pool of blood had formed beneath the body, and the deceased had visible severe head injuries. The deceased had, in addition, several injuries to Redacted. Shards of glass were scattered on the body and around the same. Upon closer inspection, there was additional red liquid near the body, which was believed to be red paint. There were 4 playing cards discovered in the inner pockets of the deceased. The 2nd floor window above the body had been shattered. The deceased was dead upon arrival of Polizeibeamte Andreas Coleman. The deceased was identified by witness Redacted as Redacted, citizen Redacted. According to Redacted, the deceased had inflicted Redacted upon Redacted, then Redacted. Case dismissal. No definitive proof of foul play 4 months later has been discovered in conjunction with the death of Redacted. The physical evidence points toward Redacted. Suicide, it looks like. It has been established that Renzo... What was Renzo's last name? I'm gonna guess. Renzo Nero. Short enough that it could be both. Points toward suicide? That seems long. Maybe. It's been established that Nero suffered a manic psychotic breakdown There have been conflicting professional opinions on whether the stab wounds in the eyes could have been self-inflicted, but the majority state that redacted frenzied state might have given him the necessary willpower to inflict the injuries upon himself. Further interviews with witness redacted. Again, here is probably Lorelei. What's Lorelei's last name? Since they were talking about pre-war, Lorelei was here in 63, would have been when he, in theory, killed himself here at age 39. Yeah. Yeah. Have cleared the doubts surrounding her involvement in redacted death, therefore no measures will be taken in the case. So, yes, they're talking about Lorelei. So she's seen some stuff. American dollar. It's full of incomplete and short notes. Fake gun, body moved, Americans, RN equals L, Renzonero equals Lorelei, I hope not. $1953. Okay. So here's the other thing, right? Room 1953 looks like that. So we now have we now know which door that is. 1953. Two, three, four, five, six going across. Yep. 1953. 1948 is the one with the crosses on it. Definitely. Because I have seen this before. 1962 is the one with the fun shapes. Right, we're not going to get that until we go downstairs and get the other thing. $1973. Right. Right, wait. We need to go down to first floor and grab the key that I dropped down. Because it should be the west key, I believe. Yep. Yoink. No, not this one. There we go. So it wasn't even. Wasn't even the thing that I was really worried about. Okay, we still got to figure out that clock. Yeah. Nope. Missed. There's $1. Ooh. We know this from way back. So there are 2 that we have. Oh, gross. Oh, I maybe get it. Yes, I do. Okay. So, the calling card has those, and then in the corners has those. And in the orthogonal positions, this one is down. This one is down and crossed. This one is up and crossed. Those 2 are up and empty. And that is just a yes. Goody. Hertzmoller's computing prize awarded for significant something or other. Hmm. That one. N is chiseled on the back. So this is the north one. I also don't know if this means that this is going to be connected in some way to the original maze. Good times. You're brave to enter the hallways of wisdom. This is a place for reflection. Brothers call it the Quiz Club. There we go. They wait inside. Know this. They are vile men. Vile and deadly. Hold your tongue if you do not know the answer to their inquiries. They know only truth or death. Use everything you have learned to survive and reach the center. I think we're gonna back out. Come back once we are a little more confident about it. 9. No, 11. 11. Okay, shortcut 2 was done. Shortcut 11 should be 24. Nice. Main office. Excellent. 20. Ah, crap. Might be 20. Yep. Goes outside? Yeah. Oh, dollar. Club's door. Yes. There's a club-shaped key. Okay. Now we get the... Ah, I already... But you do not come for pets. Okay. Alright, door's locked. The stick figure man. HTE. Yep. No. Tis Lorenzo, the guy tying himself up. 14. Should be 8. Please release me before going on to the next puzzle. I guess. As you can see, I've gotten me into trouble. Quite the metaphor you have created, Signorina. An escape artist who cannot break free from capitalism. Now please release me, Signorina. A photo is taped to the man's back. Inspect. Okay. Appears to be 7 and 1. V for the jacket neck. 7 and 1 for the buttons. Cravat. I don't see any particular numbers anywhere. Oh, God. Lorenzo? Grazie. Now that we're on our way to freedom from the monetary system, we can get back to the project. Man on this cassette is perfect for our needs. Hey. I'll see you soon, Signorina. Alright. 14, 8. Yup. here. Where are we? Floor 2 on that side. Still need year. Thingies. Gaming room 2. We're already done with that one. We need gaming room 3, which is locked behind door number 3. And we need gaming room 1, which is in the basement. Yep. As luck would have it, Lorelei needs to hit the bathroom anyway, so... Sorry. I don't like having these things here. Alright, we've got a few more doors that are locked behind other doors. Alright, what do we need? Bathroom. Easiest thing to do right now is probably just go to the main foyer. Hooray. Yeah. Go right, then go north. Yes. Wait, just go outside. That's everything. Alright, that's outside and down. Okay, then from here, we want to go... Actually, we just want to go left and up and go explore over there, because we have not done any of this yet. Alright, we have not visited the dining hall. We have not seen 1932. Okay. $18. Should be 7. Nice. Music. It's Helpa Prize of the Year. Notable contributions in music. I start them all at some point. Possibly have them all going at the same time. Ah. Menu. Nice, nice. Okay. There are no... It's 11 numbers. Good evening and welcome everybody from Don Does Math. My name is Obi-Wan Pez. This is N Simplex Pachinko, and we are attempting to solve some stuff inside the puzzle game Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. For anyone who does not know Dawn, I don't know that there was anybody before you all came in. So, yup. Dawn was just working on the Outlast Trials. Ooh, nice. And before that was working on... What was the name of that other game you were playing? There was an interesting... yeah, right. While we wait here. Which had like a massive natural disaster happening, and then you had to go back in time and figure some stuff out. So it's kind of interesting. So right now we have been invited to a hotel. We show up there, and then like weird stuff starts happening all over the place, and it's a giant puzzle. So currently I have 2 full pages of notes that are mostly old. But we did actually figure out some stuff tonight, mostly because I wandered past the exact same thing at least for 2 hours straight in previous streams. And tonight I was like, what's that? Poke, and it opened up a whole new section. So, of course it did. I mean, the good news was the other streams were a little slow, but it wasn't like, you know, dragging. It was just that we happened to miss something and we just found some other stuff to do. So, no harm, no foul, I guess. In this one, we've just discovered our dining hall, and there is a menu associated with it, which I'm sure has a whole bunch of mysterious stuff in it that we could probably find. Oh dear. This is a lot. Anyway, the music out of the whole game is like quite good. There's another dollar on the ground. So if anybody is interested in figuring out what's going on with Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, I encourage you to duck out and find it on your own, because there is going to be some spoilery type stuff. I did, however, find out the last time that I rated somebody who was playing this game that there's a puzzle book that comes along with the game, and the 20 puzzles that we were working on are the same 20 puzzles in randomized order. So that was at least nice, that like the numbers that you get from those puzzles are used in different places in the game. So I thought it was pretty cool. Cafe Carlson, Coffee Cointreau, Bailey's Chocolate Whipped Cream. Yeah, so Lorelei here is caffeine influence 0. Lorelei here is without saying too much, is trying to discover what exactly is going on in this place. There's a lot. Literally everything's a puzzle, like I said. And it is quite good. There are also places that like you can get you can discover multiple puzzles and multiple different kinds of things. Of course we will. Anyway, yeah. So we're trying to figure out what exactly is going on. We have discovered 64% of the truth, according to this, and Lorelei has the good fortune of having a photographic memory. You can come through and just look at like literally anything you want at any point that you want, um, that you found in the entire game. And if you ever just need to look at something in order to like try and understand it, that's going to be a good way to figure it out. Huh. We may have just figured something else out. I really hope that has something to do with it. Otherwise, I'm still lost. Anyway, yeah, there's this red paint / blood question mark that's just all over the hotel. We have to figure out who this guy is who mysteriously showed up and started like doing just all sorts of weird stuff. Turns out, right, there's this guy Renzo Nero, who's a famous sculptor, artist. Well, no. He is a film director, but also just like generally speaking, artiste who's done some really weird stuff. Lorelei Weiss is the person whom we are playing, and she also made this sculpture in granite. There's also Lorelei's puzzle boxes, which are like world-renowned or something. We've never been here, so we're just going to click that. There are a series of 4 buttons that we need to press on all of these boxes. The problem is, we have absolutely no idea which ones are what. So, this should be number 1932. Right, we just went down and saw that one. Okay, so if this is 1932, we could go 1, 8, 9, 3, 2, which is most likely not going to work. No. We could also try, if this is 0, then that would be 1, 9, 3, 2, which again does not work. So these are not in numerical order, which is going to slightly drive me nuts, and that's okay. So we can also look at this and say, what are the patterns and inscriptions? See the patterns for 1932. If we went just kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, like that, then 1932 would be that pie-looking thing, followed by the elongated cross, followed by the cup, followed by the plus. So let's see if that works, I guess. And the other answer here is probably not, but you know what? It's worth at least trying. So if we do this 1, 9, 3, 2, that's still no. Yeah. So I'm still lost on these in terms of like how to actually open the puzzle boxes. I still feel like this is one of the first things that I should be able to do, or one of the remaining few things that I should be able to do, no problem. This is a gallery of all of the like astrological signs slash even astronomical occasionally signs for all of the celestial bodies. Here we have sun, moon, and then the 5 known planets at the time of Galileo. And based on that, I feel like, again, we should be able to come up with some sort of pattern for it. And again, it should be a year. Let's see. We have here our map. Currently, all locked doors are locked. Right, and we can't get through any of them at the moment. We should be able to go back out to the woods and talk with a magician and trade in a card for a key of the same suit. I know that makes no sense, but that's fine. In addition, we just went to the last... Okay, so we've been to the last location. Can't open... That's what it is. Okay, the puzzle boxes probably have the key to that room in them. That would make complete and utter sense. Okay. We need to be able to solve this hallway puzzle, which has a like astronomical has some astronomical stuff. Did we? Okay. Yeah, let's go back there, and then we'll talk about what I need. So if we go in here, no, other one. So we should be able to... Okay, so the dials themselves have years on them. Those years correspond to the years of birth of the 4 people who are mainly concerned within this story. So here we have 1932. Nope, years of death. So 1932. I take it back. Yeah, those are years of birth. So Lorelei, our protagonist, was born in 1932. Going back in time, Renzo Nero, the film director, was born in 1924. Yep. Renata, I don't really know, I don't remember her last name, was born in 18... 07, and Lorenzo the Great, the magician, was born in 1798. Yes. What we need to do is to point their individual wheel at whatever astrological sign corresponds with their birth date. Now, I don't have their dates anywhere, as far as I know. And then we press the thing in the middle. When that works, then something's going to unlock here. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll get some more information. All right, we've got some more espresso up top. Let's actually go to the mirror universe because I think we can figure something out with that one. Oh, no, hang on. We need to save. So in the mirror universe, there are guys that we've been facing this entire time who have mazes for faces, and they, like, if you answer their questions wrong, they kill you. They're essentially like Gestapo, Stasi, something. Oh, hi. So, Brother Primus. So it looks like we're meeting them without their maze faces, and now they are like the brothers of the secret society, secret artist society or something like that. Play safe and never pass. Gamble to pass or perish. How many pieces was the maze shattered into? Fear of death obstructs the truth. Spare me, brother. Speak your query once more. Allow my contemplation. Truth above all. Risk my life, brother. There were 9 pieces. Correct. Probably made a wrong turn. Oop. There's something there. So these hallways are mirroring a maze that we did earlier. If I only lived in a dream, then this key must not be mine. 1948. Okay, well, there goes that theory. We got a couple of the other keys, but nonetheless. Okay, 1948. This should be a dead end. Ah. Right. I do enjoy being able to come back and save again because we got more cool stuff. So we'll go do that and then hop right back in. Alright, where are we? Should be north again? No, interesting. So we are in northeast, I think. Wait. Yeah, because we want to... No, that's the wrong one again. Okay, so go back, turn left. right back into north. Alright, we are in ads at the moment, so I'm going to hang on for a minute. Another 1 minute 20. Right. Okay, so looking at the maze. We need to go past the entrance, make a left, and end up making a right into northwest. Right, that way. Past north. Could be... Yep. If my house never was, then this key must not be mine. 1938. Oh, man. Okay. So there's another guy. Go right and around. Was it just there? Was that... Oop. Hi. So, was this the place that I found the... Yeah, okay. Secundus. How many minutes long is Adieu to Plessis? Allow my contemplation, brother. to Tbilisi box. 2 hours 13, so 120, 133. Correct. Second hallway. Make it right. If I am but a hollow container, then this key must not be mine. I want to see if there's another exit immediately handy. Yeah, there we go. Grab this, save again. Look, I realize I'm safe scumming here, but, you know, I don't want to lose many multiple times. Octavus, man. What street number does Yamamoto live? Street number. Let's see. Telephone directory. Yeah, there we go. Yamamoto. Ostrasse 62. Correct. Direct west. Okay. So if we are in west, then second hallway on the left, and then just pretty much continue more or less straight on. Oop, oop. If here is not a place, then this key must not be mine. 1953. Okay. So make a left, continue straight, and there should be another guy there. Oop. There we go. Decimos. Didn't know there were that many. What is Lowell's telephone number? Man. $39, $80, $30. $39, $80, 30. 30. Get me nervous there a second. Okay, we are in southwest. Should be just around this corner. Nice. If I exist as much as the maze, then this key must not be mine. 1962. Jeez. Alright, we are in southwest. Therefore, if we probably spin either a left or a right here at this next place, we should have another exit door. Yes. Nice. Here. Keep continuing till we meet. I didn't even notice. How many minutes after midnight did Andreas Coleman arrive at the Hotel Letzisjara? Andreas Coleman. So this was the investigation report. Quarter past midnight. Truth above all, it was 15 minutes past midnight. Correct. If anybody's here who doesn't know me, hi, my name is Obi-Wan Pez. This is N-Simplex Pachinko. We are doing some Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, which is a bizarre, fanciful sort of game. Just all sorts of messed up all over. If he dreamed me, then this key must not be mine. 1973. Excellent. We are finishing up a very strange part of the game. Sextus Decimus. So we're discovering in this like dream maze thing, we're trying to get all of the keys which were in the original maze, which we walked earlier, trying to collect like pieces of the maze itself. And once we started collecting pieces, it started fragmenting, and like our vision got really weird, so that we were seeing effectively like a broken mirror version of where we were standing. It was very distracting. But we've still got the design, so we can keep walking around. Lorelei, our main character, has eidetic memory, instantaneous recall, can pull up, anything she needs. So that's not really so much of a problem. But nonetheless, it's there's all sorts of messed up stuff going on here. And we have to backtrack. So before we get to the center of the maze, well, may not have to be before. Okay, we can collect, where are we? We're south. We can collect southeast. We could collect the center. But unfortunately, we have not collected the central piece, and we have not collected east. And those are only connected via north. So we've got to go all the way backtrack, get to the north piece, and then get down to the other two. Yeah, let's try for the center of the maze and see if we can do the big part of the quiz, I guess. We may end up getting killed on this run, but that's okay. Gamble to pass or perish. In which room was the old woman sleeping? Yeah. Should be 2014. Huh. Fun. Visions, messages from the past. Holy prototype error. Yeah, room 2014. If I am but a story, this key must not be mine. 1982. Okay, so long hallway, make a left. We might be able to find an exit door. Ooh, exit door. And as Lorelei, we do in fact have laser eyes, so. Make a left. Go for a long way. Aha. Septimus Decimus. In which 1962 issue of Cinema Ocho can you read a review of Un Animal Terrible? I just talked about this. I have that, in fact, on my notes. I'm gonna have to look it up. Issue number 4. Damn. Gonna feel real humbled if this is wrong. But of course everyone would laugh, so. Alright, so make a left. Make a left. And what's going on? Oh yeah, we got like everybody here. Cool, cool, cool. Excuse me. Okay. So right now, we're at the one headed down. If we do that, it's going to loop around on itself. we actually don't want to go here at all. We want to go back, make a left. No, well, yes, make a left or right, or right. Go back down that first hallway. First turn. I think I walked too far. Yeah. That one. How many items were submitted for examination in the case? There were 4 items. A, B, C, and D. Oh. Boo. Okay, well, we gotta look that up again. The music itself, really good. Okay, so long hallway. Right, Cinema Ocho was number 4. It's a major key. Yeah, when I got shot in the last one, it was a minor key. So, nothing you could do about it, but you could tell what it is. How many items were submitted for examination in the case? Evidence submission form. Oh, 5. Yeah, E. That's why. So, because red paint and blood were only found on ABCD, that's why I forgot completely about the letter. Go right, we hit a dead end. Oops, nope. Left fork. How many statues stand by the Minotaur below the red maze? Hmm. Let's back off. This Brotherhood will not let cowards in. Well, yeah, we're not going in, but... Vicesimus Quintus. Huh? No. Was kind of hoping... Find my exit door. There we go. So we'll go back to that one, I think. Okay, and then what do we need? We need to first of all go figure out how many minotaurs there are. Minotaur statues for the red maze. Something like that. I didn't see any. Let's also go out to... Where am I? Right, so south and then east twice will get us to an espresso machine. Not twice. It's all good. Alright, so let's go see the magician out in the woods. Hi, Rudy. I know. Oh, good boy. Okay. Out this way. Find the magician. Sends us to Dreamland. And we go. Yes, in fact, I do have magical cards. Right there, Ace of Diamonds. Card of Wealth. Use it wisely, sister. Hey. You've been a wonderful audience. Welcome to the sideshow. For a measly 10 American dollars, I can show you the trick I call the disappearing woman. Might take you to unexpected places. Yeah, sure. Your support keeps the arts alive, sister. Now please, brace yourself. Your journey has been long to reach these lost woods. Come closer and I will tell you one of the legends we speak of in the forest. This is the tragedy of the tale of the Baroness and the treasure hunter. Long ago, there was a noble human born in a palace. Hidden in her palace was a long-lost treasure of a will of its own. Paint the world in red, it whispered to her in her dreams. Driven by the influence of the treasure, she painted a treasure hunter who appeared in her palace as if real. Together they set out to find the treasure known as the Third Eye. When they found it, all magic and wonders of the world appeared before them, but with the vision came great misfortune, as is the way. The artist said, "Who needs eyes when there is nothing left to see?" Oh no. She cut out her eyes and blindly fell to her demise, not as a human, baroness, nor artist. Instead, she had become art. She had turned into red paint from an old rusty bucket. Her whole world faded away, and as did the treasure hunter, but the third eye was once again prepared to trade hands. Okay. So, like... I see. That's alright. Yeah, already did that one. No. Can't remember which one's which, but that's fine. So now we need to go find the Minotaur. Minotaur statues. Before the red maze. Where was the actual red maze? That's a shortcut. Oh, basement. Video game console. Prototype software. Okay. Next to the boulder. If we walk repeatedly. Oops. Here we go. Somehow I'd never actually walked this way before. There we go. 50A. Cool. Actually, let's go that way. I believe that's one of the keys I don't have. Hey, no, I do. Hey. Handheld film camera. Oh. um. Okay. 1. Okay, hang on. Alright, 1962 urges us to look around, perhaps even out the windows of our own personal space, to let symbols meet ideas. The work is open to several interpretations, but the artist leaves us a clue when examining its symbolism from specific perspectives. Beliefs are only true when held in solitude. Right. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. 1. That away. There we go. Oi. 1962. 1. That is an octagon. Two. Diamond. That makes it even better because that makes complete sense now, I think. 3? Question mark? I can't look up. Untitled perspective sculpture. Haha. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay. You jerks. 6 plus. Blink, blink. 9. It's the exact same thing, it's just upside down. Hexagon. I like that one. That was pretty brilliant. 8. Okay, so like 7, the only thing that I can see is going to be that star sort of shape there. Yeah, same deal. The only thing that I can see is a hexagon, septagon. Oh, it's an octagon. Okay. This is number 8. Orthogonal. When looking at 3 in this direction. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. looking at 0? Should be the right triangle. I'm looking at 4. That's 4. Okay. Okay, okay. I get it now. I think. 1. Could be the triangle. This is the other thing, it may not even make a difference. So from here, right, the only thing I can see is that hexagon, and it would be number 9. From here. 4 is that. I don't know. If 6 is the plus. They're in the same orientation. Yeah. Okay. So 1 should in fact be the octagon. Four then. Right, 2. How should 7 be? Of course, the room is 1962, right? So that's going to mean that the should be an octagon. The 9 should be the hexagon. 6 should be the plus. And then the 2 should probably be the diamond. And I don't think we need anything else. I don't think anything else should matter. If that's the case, right? It should be easy enough for us to check that. Yeah. Mm, 1962? Yeah. Okay, so octagon, hexagon, plus diamond. Click. There we go. What ultimately changed her mind was when her mentor, Stina Liljefelt, took her to see an Animal Terrible, Nero's 1962 film. She told me she hated it, called it pretentious yet singularly dumb, but she went to see the thing 4 times. She sent a letter to Nero explaining her fascination with the film. Nero telexed a reply. It was short and simply read, "The film is horseshit. Come help me make a real masterpiece." In Nero's usual befuddling manner, it was signed with the one-time moniker Guerrero. Warrior? Italian. Guerriero. Yeah, warrior. Alright, this is gonna roll all the rest of them. 1963. Nope. Let's go coffee. All right, 1938. Using modern techniques, the artist plays with perception in 1938. Twisted perspectives appear correct. A small appears big, yet always with an equal. We are thus to believe that truths come in pairs. Matching our own truth is another truth hung on display for everyone to see. One. Oh. Untitled perspective, yeah. Okay, so what is this? Okay, so this appears to be just straight on. So like that looks like number 1, effectively. Doesn't look like that if we're talking about the individual actual pattern, but okay. It doesn't seem like it has anything to do with the pattern of the, stone or whatever it's made out of. This is ever so slightly off center. This is directly on center with the back. I think this is what we're doing, right? Because this is saying like, what the hell? This is square when we look at it. Aha. Got it. Okay. So when we look at the numbers, we zoom in on the square on the wall. That tells us what position. Oh my god. This is actually brilliant. I like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the second position on the right from the bottom. That matches the exact size and orientation of number 4. Then this thing, calibrate, matches exact size and position with 0. Right? 8 and 9 are too small. 2 is too big. 3 is close. But I don't think it's right. 5 is too big. Sort of close. Okay. Let me go over with this one. This should be the number 1. Almost guaranteed. Three, not quite. Could be better, but there we go. Number 9. That was the front left corner. Okay, back right corner. 7. Which one's this? 1, 2, 3 from the back on the left. Perfect. 1, 2, 3 from the back. It's number 3. Cool. All the way back left. Not 1. It's number 8. That looks right, but let's just double check. The hole in the 0. Anyway. See, I'm pretty sure this was what? 8. Okay, second in. Should be 2. Okay. On the right. Third in. Which is in the middle of the 6. As fun as this is taking forever. Not 0, not 8, not 9, not 2, not 3. Good. It's a 5. Alright, second in. On the left. Is a 6. Leaving this last one here. Had to be number 1. Yeah, really, right. Just check the height, make sure that's in there. Okay, so that would mean 1, 9, 3, 8 would be the correct ones for that. Guns. This has to be when we complete the maze. It has to get a gun key from that. 3 we don't have. Okay. 1847. Nope. Nope. Graphic memory. Map. Yeah. 4860. Alright, let's keep going. 1948, locked. First one I got, right. In our life, we are always looking for directions, be it to get home, to move forward, but in 1948 the artist instead presents us with the idea that how we turn is equally important as our direction, even suggesting that they are one and the same. Ten marked film rolls. Oh no. Okay, so 1948, we should only care about 1 and 9 and 4 and 8. In theory. Spinning downward on the right. I'm pretty biased that that's going to be downward on the right, but hey, whatever. 9. Spinning to the right on the left. Four. Stationary on the left. Ooh. Hadn't seen that before. So I think that is the middle. 8. Spin to the left on the right. Alright. Let's hope that's it. 1960. Oh. It's one of the ones I don't have yet. Damn. Video cassette. Okay, fine. I can't use a video cassette to open a door. Alright. Uh-huh. That's right. Oh, we've got a cassette, alright. Three left. 3 right. Three left again. And 1 right. Not that it really mattered. else to go. Right. Okay. Alright, might as well grab the two that are here. Okay, so on the right side, down. On the left side, right. On the left side, in the middle. On the right side, left. A. A portrait, presumably of her father, Rudolf, as I remember, of 1948, is scribbled on the backside. Is her earliest known work. The technique in the drawing bears a strong resemblance to computer graphics of today, using only thin ink lines to create connected triangles. An image of a face is created, making this one of the first, if not the first, known examples of polygonal art. It's the one that has the like chevrons on the top. No, that's not it. That's 1960, I think. Is it this one? That's 1970, maybe? What's 38? Two-sided, black with a white diamond inlay. That wasn't it. That was outlined. That's got... It might be this one. Maybe. Nope. 1, 9, 3, 8. Yep. Her parents started worrying about the situation in the city, and in 1938 they decided she should go live with her aunt in the country. Aunt Auguste had suffered several nervous breakdowns, and her grip on the reality was at times fleeting. She would, however, look back at the 4 years with happiness. My aunt taught me what she pieced together about art, but often forgot to feed me. She prepared me well for the life as an artist. Touché. Which one's this? 32. Have that one. Symbols and messages surround us wherever we go in modern society. 1932 allows us to isolate each message, and the artist challenges us to interpret them, while making it clear to us that to comprehend information we must observe the observer too. Ah. Huh. Okay. That appears to be number 3, question mark? Okay, the T, okay, that's number 1. Cross is 2. Oh no. Oh no. I'm getting 1s and 2s for both of those. That's not fair. 9. One that looks like an H. Oh. None of the above. That one is a 9. Cross it all out, start over. Okay, 1932. This one's a 9. One. Long upside down T. Okay, 3. That's 2. That's 3. Puzzle piece, or yeah, that. Okay, 1, 9, 3, 2. In 1932, in Frankfurt am Main, Lotte Weiss gave birth to a girl child. She was the first of 3 girls born in as many years. From one of the few remaining photographs, we can see that she was a small child. Her mother looks proud with little Laura in her arms, while their father appears as a blur, leaving the frame hastily while the picture was being taken. Will Harumph. Jerk. Alright. Now, let's go back up. Right, we need to go... back up the spiral stairs and get to the library. So we have not actually explored that since opening the thing. Alright, there's a hole in the forehead of the statue. Fames? Yes. Famous. Cool. Alright, there's one more horse, and it should be in the cellar. Yes. We can only get there via... I can't even... Oh. Okay. Yeah. It's the dining hall cappuccino machine downstairs. So that should be how we get to that one. Yeah. Nope. Ah, shortcut. I didn't even notice which shortcut it was. Oh, 17 says it right there. Damn it. Alright. Shortcut 1767. A. No. Alright, from here. Let's see. Oh, we can actually unlock a few doors from here. 1953? Yep. No, shortcut. There, that one. One and the same reality exists simultaneously, one in a room, one televised. 10 individuals, only identifiable on the screen. Perhaps a comment on our fixation with televisions, or a remark on individualism versus collectivism. The artist wraps the meaning in a mystery, as if asking us, who would you be and where would you stand if you were on TV? Okay, to see that face... I see. Number 2. Right. This is 1950. 50 what now? 53. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, going down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. In order to see the right side of that face, that needs to be the one on my right. It's that one. Just next untitled, yeah. So that's number 2. Three. Seeing the right side of the man's face. Should be the one all the way on this corner here. 4. Dead on woman's face. Should be the one over here. Back of the man's head. Should be this one. Left side, woman's face. Should be that one. Head on. Right? Woman's face. Oh. What's happening? Oh. This one appears to be missing a bun or something like that, and the lighting's off. That one's number 7. So that one is number 4. That's a dirty trick. She's missing part of her hair as well. Eight. Dead on. Man's face. Only half of it has been illuminated. It's this one. Glad they did that, I suppose. 9. Fully illuminated this one. 0. Back of the woman's head. 3/4 lighting-ish. Skewed slightly. 1. Full bright. Left side. The corner. 1953. Alright. Got it. Diamonds. Figurine. Oh, no, never mind. 1847. Oh, minus 1847. That is her birth date, so 1932 minus 1847. It's going to be 90, 80, 85 years. Oh, 8, 5. Nope. minus 1847. No other numbers on the base. So, yup. Alright, well, we'll get that next time, I guess. 4. Uh-oh. That one I don't have. Book. I'm not sure what this number is, or what this puzzle is even asking. That's the problem in this one. Just $1. Awesome. $1847, right? Oh, or was that her year of death? I just somehow missed that. Or we had a different subtraction problem a long time ago. That was 1963 minus 116 equals 1847. So it could very well be that they're looking at the 1963 version of Lorelei. And is it the 1847 version of Renate? It is. It's the 1847 version. Alright. So we'll try 116, and then if that doesn't work... No. Then we need death dates. So 2014. 2014. 167. That's backwards, isn't it? Yep. Another dollar in there. Another dollar over here. Now we need to go and get out on the balcony over here. Ooh. Do we have the 1973 door? Key. Yes. With a simple brush stroke, the artist shows us the importance of art. Whether young or old, big or small, our lives are not complete without it. It seems to be the theory of 1973. Eh. Ah, there we go. Maybe. Okay. Not sure this helps any. Okay. So this is moving side to side. So the single brush stroke eliminated. So if this were a 2, right, that could eliminate those 2 lines, and then this would be what we see left. I think that's probably a reasonable, because it couldn't have been a 0 or a 1. It could be 2, couldn't be 3, because then it would have to eliminate that one as well as the one in the middle. Couldn't be a 4. Couldn't be 5, couldn't be 6, couldn't be 7. Can't. Get rid of enough for an 8 or a 9. 'Cause either way, we'd have to get 1, 2, and 3. So I think this one must have been a 2. It's the one in the end? No. Cool. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's save here. Call it a night. Getting pretty late. Unless we can open anything. We can go down the balcony. Grab that random dollar. Go down these stairs. And open up the last... Oh dear. I suppose you want me to help. Photo is taped to the door. Inspect the photo. Renata, yep. Unlock the door. You are as merciful as the bear eating salad, Bella. Grazia. Finally, we can start to wrap up this project. I have settled for the Madonna on this cassette. We'll see you soon, Gianarina. Shortcut 15. That's where the computer is. Right. 73.8. Looking pretty good. Okay. So, thank you everybody who came, and we will see you at the latest on Tuesday when we do more... Oh no, sorry, Monday, when we do more mathy type stuff. So I hope to see you then. Going to be doing a Monday-Friday schedule for math, as long as it is convenient. So we'll see how things go. Let's see, tonight, ooh. SDK Phoenix is doing Astroneer hardcore gateways. I don't know what this is all about, but we're going to have to ask. So, may end up doing Astroneer next week. We'll probably, if that's the case, we'll probably do Lorelei another night. So, I hope to see you all soon. My name is Obi-Wan Pez. This is N Simplex Pachinko. I hope to see you all soon. See y'all later.